my most infamous one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back! Oh God! I'm so excited. It is Shay Nicholas, and he's my co-host,
More Finesse.
And today we finally get to cover a tumultuous, amazing, fucking incredible movie.
Cruella.
Yes, starring Emma Stone, along with a bunch of other fucking incredible people. I should bring that up. I should talk about the actors.
Yeah, Emma Stone, Emma Thompson, two Emma's leads.
Yeah.
That's cool. Joel Fry as Jasper.
Man, Jasper was cool. Paul Walter Hauser is in it too. He played the other guy, the other henchman, Horace. Yeah.
John McCrae as Artie, the eccentric artiste.
Is that such a fuck? Not only did it have one thing I loved about one thing that I've noticed that's worked with a lot of these live actions that was almost a guaranteed hit was that it's not a remake. It's either a prequel or a sequel. You know they did that with Tarzan, with Alexander Skarsgård, the guy that was what was he most?
That's not a Disney movie though.
Yeah, it is. Tarzan? No.
That not the Alexander Skarsgård one.
Oh, okay. Well, it was based on the work of Disney.
Yeah, it was based on the Tarzan story.
Right. You're right. Yeah, it was. I think it was. Yeah, you're right. I think it was his own sequel.
Yeah,
it had Christopher.
Whoever the fuck produced it, Warner Brothers. I don't fucking know.
Fucking awesome movie. Fucking awesome movie.
He's great.
But yeah, so we wanted to talk about Cruella. Ooh, and I have a shout out. I wanted to surprise you, Ed. We have our first fucking shout out. So today, or a week or so ago, when I was publishing an episode, I noticed that we had someone. I want to find him real quick. Let me find him. Oh, I'm going to be so mad if I can't find him. Oh.
They shouted us out?
Yeah, well, they didn't shout us out, but they liked our stuff. I thought it was going to go.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, I will. While you're looking for that, I will say this is my first time going to the movie theater since the pandemic, and it was cool. It was delightful. I ain't gonna lie, it was cute.
Oh, that's
memories
right. We did
and
see
shit.
it in theaters.
Was it your first time seeing it in theaters?
Yeah,
I mean, going to the theater since everything.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
yeah, it was. Almost 2 years.
Yeah, they have hot wings and shit, and they
had a nice.
One of the workers will bring you your food and shit if you want to have a whole fucking meal at the theater. All that crunching and shit.
Found him.
We found him.
So I want to thank Andrew Aquino, and I apologize, Andrew, if I mispronounced your name, but he favorited this podcast. Favorite this podcast to be notified as soon as the first episode is available. So anytime that there is an episode, he will be known. So Andrew, I want to thank you so much for starring our message, and right now we're going to send you a live.
Thank you.
We're going to send you a live message later, actually, because we have to actually record it. But Andrew, thank you so much. It's so awesome of you. So keep listening.
We appreciate
and for those of you, those of you that want to shout out, because I'll try and be shouting him out on YouTube and our grams. I doubt I'm going to find him on many socials. But for those of you that would want to shout out, definitely like our stuff. Definitely check out our social medias. Anything.
Share, subscribe, anything.
Actors Lounge Podcast. If you look that up, you'll find us. So yeah, thank you so much, Andrew. That's very nice of you. I'm glad you like our stuff. That's great that we can have this cathartic thing because we have a decent audience. We do have a good. I know I make fun of it a lot, but we have a nice audience.
I'm grateful.
We get about close to 50, 100 listens an episode, if not more. So I'm cool with that. I'm fucking cool with that. That's fucking great. I dig it. So Andrew, thank you so much for starring our shit. For those of you that are listening that want to shout out, definitely set this as your favorite. Hit the notification icon so you can get notifications when we post new episodes. We are going to be pretty concrete. We missed last week. That's my fault. I just transitioned jobs, so I was kind of focused on work. But we missed
from street hooker to call girl. That's classy.
Totally. Yeah. I went from
you have to call a whole service.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to.
You got to put a deposit on it.
You got to go through a guy to get to her. So you ain't just gonna slit her throat without leaving a trail, bitch. But
that's right.
But how do we want to start? We want to start from the very beginning.
Yeah,
she was a baby.
Fucking hot. It literally did. And what I was getting to was one thing I love is Daryl liked this too. That when they do a live action sequel, or in this case, it's a prequel. So this actually tells a story. This makes Cruella
origin story
lovable. This makes her an anti-hero. By very definition, this makes her an anti-hero. someone jaded by society. It has a lot of, and I don't know if you noticed this, but this almost is tit for tat similar to Joker, the Todd Phillips.
It was some shit, yeah.
Joker remake, where there's a guy that just working the grind, that has these aspirations for a specific career type, or in her case, girl, she wants to be a famous designer. He wants to be a comedian who becomes jaded by society and just starts fucking shit up and just starting this kind of revolution.
He got really beat down. Yeah. It was still realistic how he got beat down, but he got really beat down. She did too, a little bit, but
I want to say equally. Well, she grew up in foster care. The only person that was in her life that loved her fucking died.
Yeah, but she had her bros around her too. That was her foundation. After a while,
Joker was alone.
He was alone. He had his mom, but she wasn't really supportive. But she had Horace and Jasper, and they were three.
But I mean, they were still jaded people.
Yeah, still fucked up shit happened. But she experienced love
equally but differently. Yeah, I just thought they had such a relative story. A funny, interesting story. I don't want to go too far off topic, but. So we know Jared Leto and his Joker. I liked his Joker. Wasn't my favorite, but I thought it was really, really good. Very, very well done. Much more contemporized. Much, much more contemporized. Like that goth, punk, freak, anarchist.
The Hot Topic Joker.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, through and through Hot Topic Joker. One thing that I found interesting was when Jared Leto found out that Todd Phillips was doing a prequel story and not casting him as the Joker in it, he tried to get the film shut down. He was calling his agents and directors and all his fucking friends. No, of course, no. Look what happened.
Yeah.
It won Oscars.
I don't even know why you would think
Oscars.
Why you would think you had the power for that. Just do your best Joker and see how they compare.
Yeah, I just thought, how pathetic that he was trying to steal their thunder.
Yeah, that's kind of whack. Just let it be.
A lot of people were really... His Joker, although good, wasn't a Joker. It was really, really well done. It was Joker, by definition. But I think his fell short for audiences. That's kind of why they're revamping the Suicide Squad and why he's not getting a standalone film like Todd Phillips' standalone film with Joker. So although I thought it was great, definitely one of my favorites. I want to say all the Joker. I don't know of a single Joker that is my favorite. They're all great. They're all great in their own way. Even the independent Joker film origin story that's on YouTube, I thought was really well done. But it was directed by Todd Phillips, who did Road Trip, Due Date with Zach Galifianakis and Robert Downey Jr. He did the Hangover franchise. He did with Bradley Cooper, who was also a producer on the Joker film.
Craig Gillespie, who directed Cruella. He also directed I, Tonya, if you've seen that.
I did see I, Tonya.
So that's it ties into that because, well, not really. Well,
it was Suicide Squad.
It was Suicide.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Cruella, when she was born, she was always a little aggressive or whatever the fuck.
This is brand new. So this is uncharted territories with Cruella because she's always just been
a rich bitch.
Yeah.
She didn't really ever have a backstory, really.
That's true. She was
just a rich bitch who was kind of off and loved fur. That's all we need to know. She was a badass, evil ass bitch.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, as you guys know, for our audience members, we are going to tell you everything about this movie. If you haven't seen it, but you don't mind spoilers, this is going to be your episode. If not, I'm going to name this episode Cruella the what? Or something. I don't know. It's going to be Cruella. I'm going to have a Cruella in the episode. So maybe give this a wait before you listen to it. So with our podcast, we definitely want to let you know about spoilers, but we tell you everything about it. We give you the ins and outs. We talk the dirt about it, whether we liked it or didn't like. We normally pick stuff we like anyway.
Yeah, I like how Cruella is her criminal cool person persona name is in her real name was Estella, not Cruella.
That's right.
Her mom said that. Her mom just made up that name. That was kind of sick as fuck. Shout out to her mother. Her adopted
I did mother. Like that. I like that idea of this dualistic character. Mm-hmm. They played to that very well in the film.
I don't think they played to it very well, but they did it. Her switching back and forth, I don't know. I felt like it could have been a little tighter. But it was fun to see.
They did it enough where how tighter could they have made it? Without she did her hair differently. She had a different voice. She was communicating differently. She was walking differently. She looked completely
the actress did a good job. But the script, when she went in and out, and then I don't know. But anyway, I think it was really dumb how her hair was just naturally like that, divided.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. Who the fuck? That had to get past so many people for them to green like that shit. That should be her creative, like, okay, I'm a brunette, I'm bored with life, I want to dye my shit because I'm a badass. But like, that just sounds even more better.
That was
like,
strange. Well, she had to actually have a wig to hide her true nature.
Yeah, she had to have a wig to hide her when she was, as an adult, when she was going back and forth from Cruella to Estella. But like, when she was a kid, it was just perfectly, what the fuck? Like, that was stupid as fuck.
That's fucking strange.
That was dumb as fuck.
Oh, shit. Oop, hold on. Well,
I'm still going.
No, we are. We're good. Okay. I'm gonna try and delete this as best I can. 10 minutes.
But I like how she had a really sweet mom, and
she had a great mom.
She was like, did she hit an animal or something, or she did something like that you wouldn't want your child to fucking do? She hit something or threw something, or her mom was just like, oh dear, like, yeah, that's what the fuck you're dealing with. She's like,
well, her mom wasn't her actual mom.
Her adopted mother.
Or whoever the main bitch was her actual mom, whose name is Emma Thompson,
the Baroness.
Who is awesome. She's incredible. She is fucking incredible. She's got such a great grasp of performance.
She stole every scene. I mean, Emma Stone was like, when Emma Stone wasn't, they both killed it when they were both in scenes together. But when she was in the scene herself, like, she really killed it.
Yeah,
Emma Thompson.
Yeah. Emma Thompson.
She was. You just want to keep your eyes on her.
Yeah. She has a great dualistic character. Yeah. I don't think they were going to cast anyone else as Cruella. They were going to wait for Emma because Emma was wrapping up a project, so they had to actually delay it. This movie, I think, got delayed 3 times.
I believe
releasing it because right as they were wrapping,
it was the Rona.
Fucking back. Yeah. So then they had to finalize a film.
Yeah.
And then they didn't want to compete with I can't remember the name of the movie, but they didn't want to compete with another movie, so they bumped it up again. Okay. Which is smart. You find out what movies are coming. Yeah. Plus, you want a bigger release if you want this to go to the Oscars or the Academy, or if you're trying to get if you're not that they would act or write or direct for those acolytes, but the business end of it, if you're looking for the Academy for anything, or the Globes or the SAG and BAFTA awards. You'll typically want to look, okay, well, do I want to compete with this movie or wait until next season?
Right.
So they did the right thing. I think they did the right thing. It came out at a good time.
I think it did too, yeah. It had a good release date. It was cute.
And they're setting up for a sequel. They definitely cheeked. They hinted with the Dalmatians. Yeah. Pongo and whatever, the other dog.
Pongo and Perdita.
Yeah. So they definitely left it very open-ended for a sequel.
Which is weird because she never really hated dogs throughout this whole damn movie.
Right.
I thought she would when it looked like they killed her adopted mom, but she didn't. She didn't have a hatred for Dalmatians after that, which is kind of
She blamed herself.
Yeah, she blamed herself, and I probably would have too. Because, like, goddamn, people just sat in that fucking car, bitch.
Like your mama said.
So, like, just like in the, I don't know if it's in the original novel, because it was a novel before it was a Disney cartoon movie. But she was friends with Anita, and they were little kids and they were friends.
There was an origin story. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, well, no, they just mentioned, that's how they knew her in the cartoon movie, that they used to be friends.
So it was like referred to.
Yeah, it was just referred to it, but we actually got to see it in this movie. But yeah, she was friends with Anita, that's how she knew her, and then she ended up, she was kind of wild then, and Anita was more of her, like, chiller friend. Yeah. And anyway, she ended up getting expelled too many times, so then they had to move from the whole fucking city, I guess.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then that's how they went to the Baroness Castle.
They didn't have online schools, what the fuck?
Right. It was just like 60s or something, or 70s.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Maybe it started in the 60s and then she got titties and stuff in the 70s. But yeah. But
I love how they humanized her henchmen. They made them very human. They made them very much a grounding.
They're not one-dimensional.
Yeah. Which in the Disney film you kind of have to have.
You're gonna have characters like that. They serve their purpose.
But with this one, they did an incredible job of grounding them as real human people that protect their friend, and that they have skills, and that they teach her and protect her, and she teaches and protects them. So it's like this give and take. For the orphan kids in London or wherever they are. Yeah, it's got that Oliver Twist feel to it.
Yeah, they really had each other's back.
Yeah, it's really got that Dickens feel to it.
I'm sure they can give us some type of one season spin-off show when they're all kids just doing whatever.
Yeah, right, like the Muppet Babies.
Right, yeah.
Cruella.
But
they were professional thieves and they were good.
Yeah, they were good. And I don't know, they were just living in an abandoned house and never got knocked down all that time. I think they were in the same place when they were adults.
I think it was a loft.
Okay.
I don't remember, but it could have been abandoned.
Yeah.
Could have been abandoned. I don't remember.
But good for them. Like, they had some hustle, some street smarts about them.
Yeah.
I don't know how long they were on the streets, but they were like, this is what we do. Cruella, come on with us.
Like, the one scene when she eats the banana off her cheek. Dude,
that was gross.
Fucking lost my shit.
Yeah,
that was disgusting and funny at the same time. So there was a scene. So Jasper, that's the skinny guy, right? The real cute guy, real good-looking guy. Okay, cool. So Jasper, the more level-headed of the two, Horace is like the more bumbly, idiot, like off the cuff kind of guy. Yeah.
Goofy
so
one.
Jasper and Cruella, or was it? What's her real name? Estella. Thank you. Get really close. Estella is an incredible seamstress. Throughout the whole movie, she's like making costumes and clothes and shit. Mm-hmm. So...
Don't know where she learned that.
Yeah.
Did they show us in the movie? Did she do it as a kid? I can't remember.
Yeah, I really don't remember. I think her mom maybe, or her adoptive mother. Maybe
she just watched her mom. You know how you watch your parents sometimes, pick up on some shit.
But some people, it's just biological knowledge. It's not even kidding. There's just this biological inheritance of skills that people inherit. So she wanted to be a seamstress and a designer, and she wanted to make clothes. So Jasper got her a job application and made this resume to get her in to a clothing store, retail store, and she ends up being a trash girl.
Right.
Some punk-ass entry-level position.
That would suck.
Yeah. I'm sure she was good at the job. She did it. But she kept bugging the main guy. Hey, I have an idea. Hey, I have an idea. Hey, I have an idea. Hey, I got this idea. And she was trying to talk to some girl, and she got stuck in some trash, and some trash got stuck on her face. It was a banana slice.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then she comes up, and someone tried mentioning it. Like, they pointed to her cheek, how it was on her cheek, and she grabbed her cheek and ate this piece of banana from the trash.
Effortlessly.
Yeah, it was, It happened so fast. It was so fucking funny.
It was like perfect.
The humor in
Perfectly
it,
gross.
I absolutely loved the humor. It had a great, great sense of humor. It had an awesome sense of humor. It had a great character development. It had great friendship. It had great morals. It had this great thing to it. It really was. I think it was PG-13. Was this PG-13?
It was.
Find out.
Yes, it was.
PG-13. It really was the PG-13 rated Joker. 100%. It follows all of, with obvious exceptions. Like, there's not this whole friendship thing in it. Well, I guess you could with the amount of fans that he had developed, his underground fan base that Joaquin had developed or Joker had developed in Joker. Mm-hmm. But there was just this really great sense of friendship to it that developed very organically. That was really, really nice. That I really enjoyed. I really liked it. I really liked it for that. I like that kind of stuff. I'm soft. Believe it or not. Where are we at? Let me read some IMDb trivia. Cruella. These pictures are awesome. I love this cane she has.
I will say the fashion was A1.
I'm telling you, dude, if that's not getting an Oscar nomination for costume designs, there's something fucking wrong, dude. There is something fucking wrong. Yeah, the trash dress
was, creative.
Alright, my favorite scene was the concert. That little rock concert she had in the film.
Yeah, that was sick as fuck.
That was literally my favorite fucking scene. Like, what a way to fuck with an audience. I just thought that was so cool. So fucking cool. Joel Fry, I love Paul Walter Hauser. One reason why he couldn't come back for a season of... he was on the first season of Cobra Kai. Mm-hmm. This was 3-4 years ago, so he came out real quick. He literally was unable to come back because they invited him back because he plays a character called Stingray. But they invited him back for season 2 and 3, but he couldn't do it because he was fucking Paul Walter Hauser. He did Robert Jewell, which was an incredible film, along with some other stuff. The placement of the suit of armor in Hell Hall replicates that of the original 101 Dalmatians animated film. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Glenn Close, who played the live-action Cruella DeVille in 101 Dalmatians and 102, serves as a producer for the film. That's pretty sweet. A popular myth is that filming was delayed due to Emma Stone dislocating her shoulder at a Spice Girls concert. Okay, so I was wrong. In London, where she fell off her friend's shoulder in June. Stone later explained that the night before the Spice Girls concert, she was running in boots on a wood floor, slipped and broke her shoulder in 2 places.
Damn.
She went to the concert with her arm in a sling and didn't go in for an x-ray until the next day. Filming was delayed while Stone went to physical therapy.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
So it was because she hurt her shoulder.
Spice Girls.
So I was wrong. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. Nicole Kidman, Charlize Theron, Emma Thompson, and Julianne Moore and Demi Moore were all in the running to play the role of the Baroness. Eventually, obviously, Emma Thompson ended up taking the role. Man, Charlize Theron would have been good. Nicole Kidman would have been fucking great.
I'm glad that Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
I love Charlize Theron with a fucking passion.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
She's great.
I do want to see her play another villain though, but like a badass, like physically badass.
She plays a good fucking villain.
Like she was the evil queen. Yeah,
makes a good.
I want to see her do that. I don't want to see her be a fashionista who's evil as fuck. I mean, that would be cool, but like, I want to see some physical shit from her, some magical evil. But yeah. Those are all great contenders. Demi Moore, I don't really see it for her. No shame, but I like her though. I don't see her for that role though, because she can't touch what Emma Thompson did. And she's talented as fuck, but I just don't see her for Baroness. It would have been a very different Baroness and probably lesser. No shade.
Yeah, fair enough. Was originally planned for release in December 2020 along the Croods New Age, another Emma Stone movie. Yeah, she was in Croods, that's right. The second live-action Disney film to focus on the villain, with the first being Maleficent. Yeah. And this is a second live-action spin-off to get a PG-13 rating. First film in the 101 Dalmatians series not to receive a G rating. Well, that makes. I didn't know the other ones were G.
Yeah, they were kind of
intense.
Kitty.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The live-action ones from the 90s and shit. With Glenn Close. I kind of want to rewatch those just for Glenn Close.
Yeah.
At least her scenes. That was great.
Trying to find some fun ones. Not many. That's alright. Whatever.
Well, what else do we want to talk about Cruella? How about her somewhat flirtation with Jasper?
That was later in the film, but yeah, that was much later when they
kind of hinted at. I feel like he was more into her, and she was kind of oblivious to that shit because she was like, "I'm trying to get this shit done with this."
Right.
I don't know if she really even felt that for him. I was getting a brother or sister vibe.
Yeah, me too. I think they grew up together, so yeah, you would kind of have that understanding with those two. Mm-hmm. But it had a great flow to it. That one scene. So would they go to try? What are they trying to do with the Baroness? Oh, they try to steal something, a necklace. Uh-huh. So the Baroness has a family heirloom for Cruella. The Baroness got it somehow, stole it from her mother, and is now wearing it. That's kind of the focal point of one of the inciting incidents in the film.
Yeah, turning the gears.
Yeah, so Cruella's adoptive mother has this necklace on her. And it's a family heirloom that her mother was going to give to her. Or did she give it to her? No. Oh, she did. She gave it to her, and then she lost it at the house.
Yeah, bitch ass during that whole Dalmatian chase, maybe?
Right, yeah, during the Dalmatian chase. She loses the necklace and then finds it later on the Baroness's neck. And says, okay, this bitch about to see my bad side. Now I want to steal it. So they have this huge, elaborate thing to try and rob the Baroness of her necklace. When she does that, Horace is trying to fight some dude, and she meets previously in the film, what's that guy's name?
Mark Strong.
Mark Strong. Oh, he was in that. No, not him. I love Mark Strong, but the security detail. Horace is trying to fight, and then her other friend, the other seamstress, comes behind and kicks him in the head.
Yeah. Horace was about to get his ass shot up, and then
Horace was doing okay.
Artie just definitely said
Artie. That's right.
Yeah, he's like, I could have handled that. He was like, could you?
Right. He's like, I had it. Did you though?
Right. Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, did you though?
Oh my god,
we're outstanding.
Yeah, right.
I like it when
I love the fighting in the movie.
Yeah,
really.
I like it when gay guys can be friends with straight guys without any like weirdness.
Yeah, they did not make it about either of their sexuality. They were just friends.
They were just friends. I wish we saw a little more of that, just an ounce more in the movie, but we had enough. It was cute because all the side characters did a very good job.
Right. Well, I'll bet I'll put money on it that there's shit that hit the cutting room floor that probably did have more.
Probably.
So when you guys buy your DVDs and get your downloadable copies, I'll bet you. I'll fucking bet you. Because they only really have special features now, like on Blu-rays.
Yeah.
So they're transitioning out of DVDs because they're easier to download and shop and sell illegally. Mm-hmm. So they're going to more Blu-rays, which can pose a difficulty. Not so much now, but that was one reason why they were going from DVD to Blu-ray. It was VHS at the end of the film. You would see like secret shit and like little deleted scenes, whatever. Yeah, very rarely. And then it went from VHS to DVD. They were phasing out VHSs and going to DVD, which was easy.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to rewind the fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you could customize your playing of it. Which was
better quality, too.
Yeah, definitely. It was originally Laserdisc. Remember Laserdiscs?
No, I know it exists, but I don't know.
So Laserdiscs were literally the size of old vinyl records. Yeah, they were huge. Not even kidding. And they were called Laserdiscs. It worked in the same style. Where they were just huge discs, but it didn't catch on. It was like the beta of VHS. Literally, is exactly what it was. It was the beta.
It was a failure.
Yeah, it was.
It was embarrassing
because VHSs DVDs were much smaller. They were compact discs, whatever DVDs. I'm sorry, digital video. I don't remember what DVD stood for, but whatever. Then it transitioned to Blu-ray. Now they're trying to transition on those special features to Blu-ray. So when they do these deleted scenes, guarantee they'll be in the fucking Blu-ray. So get your Blu-ray. Not sponsored by Actors Podcast, by the way. But yeah, I absolutely love the outfits in the film throughout. I thought they were absolutely intense. So there's a scene, I think it was in the trailer, where she was at the Baroness's house and she caught on fire and her dress burnt off.
Yeah. It was like magical. Awesome. That was never explained, but it was sick as fuck.
Yeah, the Baroness
during the big party, she hates being upstage and having attention on her, especially at her own.
Yeah, what a cunt. What a cunt. Yeah, that was the thing. But she killed her husband to steal his money, and then killed her spouse who was taking care of her kid. Like, how fucking selfish.
She was evil as fuck, and apparently her husband, Corella's real dad, was like a really sweet man. I was like, where's your fucking intuition? Like, what the fuck? How good was she masking that shit? Right. She seems evil as shit, and even if I didn't know the bitch, I would just get a vibe like, I don't think I want to...
She must have been freaky
right.
as fuck,
I don't really
freaky and crazy.
Getting the mysterious, evil, dark ass, not friendly vibe. At least I'll tell you that much.
Fucking A, man. She
must have been an actress or something.
She was really good at being a nasty bitch. I'm really glad they didn't try and humanize her. They just left her being a
right because they did it because like Corella's evil as fuck. And let's give her something more evil to like root against her. That's what they did. Because Cruella did still have some irredeemable, not good qualities about her.
Mm-hmm. You like the qualities that aren't good about Cruella, and you hate the ones that are very similar to Cruella from the Baroness. Because they are kind of similar in a way. Whereas Cruella is using it for like revenge, fuck over her soon to find out her mother. And you like that. You like an underdog story where someone's gonna come up, start fucking with you and messing with your life and showing you, your faults and making you uncomfortable and taking you out of your element, taking the limelight away from you. People love seeing when people do that. So when Cruella did it, of course it was good. Even when she was being a nasty bitch to Jasper and Horace, 'cause she did.
Yeah, she did, like, out of nowhere. They're like, wait, what the fuck is this? Like, they never checked the bitch. They were talking about checking her and they never did.
Right, yeah.
They I think one of them kind of did once, but it was too far down. You're supposed to nip that shit in the bud. Because she was getting brand new real quick.
They did leave her. They did. And then later they came back.
They did. Yeah, but like they should have shut that shit down as soon as they started seeing the bitch get attitude. I was like, okay, bitch, that's your second strike. What the fuck is happening here? You can take your ass out because we took your ass in when you wasn't shit. I don't know, but can we talk about how, this is in real life too, how the bitch, I guess she was just, the Baroness has always been rich or whatever the fuck. I don't know, but she was a great designer. But then, like, at one point in her career, I guess now, she just has people come in here who's like, all right, y'all, you bitches, give me a great design that I'll use, and I'm just going to put my name on it. Yeah. What the fuck is that? I'm sure, I know that really happens in real life. But, like, bitch, so you're just going to take my design and maybe tweak it a little bit? Right. Like, what the fuck you? Like, I'm not signing up for that shit. I'll try to make my own. I don't know. And I hate this. Because she ain't going to give you credit. So, like, what are you doing there? Like, you just gonna be a pencil pusher? Like, I don't know.
It's a little bit of how it is with major fashion designers, and the reason why is because if I made my own design and tried to sell it, it wouldn't sell as if I made my own design and had like Gucci sell it for me. So Gucci gives me the salary, the benefits, the limelight a little bit. They co-sign my designs, and they put their name on it.
Okay,
so.
But she wasn't trying to do none of that. I don't think she
yeah.
I don't even know if she really paid you anything extra.
It'll still have the Gucci logo on it. Don't get me wrong. So everyone thinks Gucci did it, but they very subtly will give the actual designer working for Gucci what it was. They normally hire a team, and that team will develop new Gucci or whatever. Any designer. Think of anyone. Dolce & Gabbana. Daryl can go all day. I don't know a lot of them. But
that's
even like Estee Lauder, and even companies that work for like Walmart and have their own designs there.
As long as they cut the check.
Yeah.
Because that ain't fair.
That
was some shady shit. It reminded me, I was like, I think
the way she did it, like, what a cunt.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, if I made a suit for like the Men's Warehouse, I'm getting some kind of credit for it. Like the Billy London
and a check, bitch.
The Billy London suits that came out were inspired by Billy London. They were inspired by suits that Billy London wore. So obviously they named him after him because it's Billy fucking London. He's a musician, but that's typically how that works. Not always, but normally it's actually.
I like how they had a pet dog though, and she still didn't really have a beef with dogs after all this.
Yeah, that was kind of. I was weird about that relationship, but it made sense.
But like, but also, what was it when she they kidnapped those Dalmatians? Like, were they breeding? Or were those the same dogs that she gave to Anita and Roger? Ooh. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like how long do dogs last? Like, what the fuck? I mean, my dog's 8. I mean, I'll maybe get another 10 years out of him. But
yeah, like how were they inbred? Were they brother and sister? I
don't know.
Or maybe those dogs weren't brother and sister.
I was thinking that too.
Maybe they weren't.
It's like, how long do these fucking dogs last? Because when she was a kid, while she was a kid. I think it went forward. It didn't go forward like 20 years. I think it went forward like
maybe like 10. Yeah, I would give it 10.
So I guess that would work. But these are also full-grown dogs.
Yeah, maybe unless it was a different batch, it could have been. But they were evil as shit regardless.
They were trained the same.
Yeah, they were
when she blew the whistle, they came to the rescue.
But they were aggressive as fuck.
Yeah. So what you find out later in the film is that the Baroness killed. The maid.
Adopted mother. Yeah.
Adopted mother. It was a maid. She was a maid, yeah. But killed the adoptive mother with these dogs. So Cruella leaves the car like she's not supposed to when she's just a young child. Goes and runs amok through this huge, very lavish, very expensive dinner party. And ends up coming outside where she sees a Baroness speaking with her adopted mother.
She was trying to ask for some cash. She was like, I'll leave you alone. Basically. Can you just please give me some cash to help?
Yeah, let me help raise your fucking child.
Your fucking child who you abandoned for like what reason? You're just evil as shit. Like,
yeah, what a fucking bitch. One reason why she killed her husband was she was trying to get out of being a father or a mother and being out of being
a wife, yeah.
She was just like...
A psychotic ass, evil ass bitch.
Yeah. So she's hiding in the bushes. She's outside. She's trying to listen to her mom have a conversation. And she's also running from these dogs. Well, these dogs run over her and go and accidentally tackle her mom off the ledge and kill her. Well, what you find out later is that the Baroness has a whistle and can control the dogs and whistle the dogs over to tackle the adopted mother and kill her. And that
over the cliff, yeah, she fell.
And she discovers this. She discovers this later because the Baroness has a whistle and the dogs do the exact same thing that she did. And then she remembers hearing a whistle and then seeing her adopted mother fucking get murked.
Because she didn't remember that at first.
Yeah, and you know what?
She saw it, but didn't realize what she saw.
Yeah, they didn't really show it in the first scene, but later they did, which I thought was kind of cool. So it was very, very subtle. I loved how they did that. Loved it because they played with the audience. Or any experienced audience member would say, "Oh, I hear a whistle. Oh, I hear that same whistle." Whereas with this, I don't remember hearing it. I don't even know if it was in that first scene, which I thought was really cool. So I really liked how they played with the audience with that. I thought that was very, very well done. I don't like when they indicate too much. So that's a professional move.
Leave it ambiguous.
It's a very, very professional way of doing a scene like that, is not having any indicators. I think it's a great way to do it. Absolutely a great way to do it. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Jasper was a really good actor. I love who they got for Jasper. I think he's very well-rounded.
Great.
I want to say that's not the same guy from...
Tonya the Tiger is not,
No. From,
let me see.
Show? Witcher. Which there's another season of Witcher coming out.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
What else is Jasper in?
Oh, Jasper? Okay, I was looking at Horace. Let me see.
So Horace, I'll talk about Horace all day. Horace was in a movie called Robert Jewell. His breakout performance was in I, Tonya, where he was hysterical. I don't know what Tony Harding. He was, oh my god, he is such an authentic and funny fucking actor. He is such an incredibly funny, interesting fucking actor. I just thought he was totally the guy to fit the fucking bill. He really is like a new age, and it's very early to say that. It's too soon to say that, because he's one of my favorite actors, and he left this world way too soon. But he really, really fucking is an up-and-coming...
Who are you talking about?
Paul Walter Hauser, but he's an up-and-coming Philip Seymour Hoffman. He really is like becoming Philip with his acting choices. They're not identical by any stretch of the imagination, but they're getting more and more... progressive in film. So like when he did Robert Jewell, which was his biopic, Philip Seymour Hoffman did a biopic with Capote. I think he did one or two other ones too. He did some rom-coms. He was in I can't think of some stuff he was in. It's gonna bug me. But he did the whole circuit. He did the whole acting circuit. You know, when you work your way up, you do rom-coms and bit parts in TV, whatever.
As far as Joe Fry, who played...
Yeah. He was Jasper.
Yeah. He played Rocky in the movie Yesterday from 2019.
Okay.
He was in that 10,000 BC terrible movie.
You didn't like that movie?
No. Well, I don't know if it was terrible, but I heard people slammed it.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. It was a nice action movie.
He was in Game of Thrones for a season.
Okay, that's where I remember him from.
Yeah, from 2014 to 2015. Yeah, so he's done some things. Paddington 2 as the postman. So good for him. But yeah, I think the two leads were great. The supporting cast were very good. I want to see more of them next time if they do. Well, they probably will. But yeah, that was very well done.
It was like an all-around brilliant film. I got nothing. I could nitpick. I could find something, but there's so much incredible... There's so many great things about the script, the costume work, the character development, the entire pacing of the film.
The whole story about how she got rid of her baby and told the husband it died and then gave it to Mark Strong to dispose of, and then he ended up giving it to the maid. That was cool. Yeah, that was a really nice side plot. Yeah, it was cool. I kind of predicted that coming because when I saw Mark Strong, I was like, yeah, he's going to be an important part of this movie. Yeah, right. He's not just... He was kind of a given. It's like a character, like a famous person guest starring on Law & Order SVU. You know, You know they're probably the killer or the killer's girlfriend or something. Like, you know there's going to be some shit with that character.
There's going to be something about that motherfucker. Absolutely.
Yeah, but...
So, this movie grossed, just in the U.S. and Canada, $77 million. Opening weekend was 21, and gross worldwide, it made $204 million. Almost, about $205 million. Probably $205 now.
It's pretty good for what we're going through.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. And they were concerned with releasing it. They were only going to do exclusively premiere, like on streaming and shit, but they decided... No, we're going to release the shit. Some other movies didn't, and they were disappointed with it. But,
I don't need so much.
It did really fucking well. Did really well, and I know they didn't. I doubt they had $100 million budget. They easily doubled their budget.
Yeah, what is this, a fashion movie basically?
Essentially, yeah.
That's not.
That's why I know. I predict my prediction with the Oscars is definitely some Globes for some of the actors. Definitely Emma. 100% Emma is another Oscar nomination for her. I don't know. She has an Oscar win. She won for what is she? Oh, she won for
The Help.
No, she didn't win for The Help. I don't think she
Easy A.
Fuck no.
Spider-Man 2. No, I was kidding.
She got it for what was that musical she did with
La La Land?
Yeah, she won for La La Land.
2016 with
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
I mean, that was awesome.
Officer Sexy.
She really came into her own as an actress. She was a trailblazer. They gave her an award.
Changed her fucking
a trailblazing award for her acting style because her breakout performance was in Superbad.
Yeah, it was.
And then from then on,
what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, Emma has had a hell of a fucking career.
Yeah, my favorite.
Hell of a career. Hell of a fucking career. She is a brilliant actress. Really, very well rounded, just through and through. And she had a great dualistic character with this Cruella and Estella. It's Estella and Cruella. Is that it? Estella and Cruella?
Yeah,
those are very difficult characters. One of my favorite actors, Edward Norton, does predominantly characters with these dualistic characters, like with his breakout Oscar-nominated performance in Primal Fear. He literally played a guy with schizophrenia. And then with... what other movies was... American History X was arguably a dualistic character because it was a guy that was in prison as a racist and then out of prison as not a racist. With his performance in Fight Club, that was a dualistic character. With the Hulk, fucking obviously dualistic character. Just through and through his entire career, had all these dualistic characters. He's a very, very well-rounded actor. And those are some of my favorite characters. Those are absolutely my all-time favorite styles of performances, is when you have this dualistic style to you, where you're one set throughout a portion of the movie, another set throughout a portion of the movie. Like, whereas this very, very interesting character arc. They're very difficult character arcs to take down, because you're literally two different characters. You have to think in two different mindsets. And to develop a character around that kind of film. And you have to make it read well on screen, or make it not read well on screen, but have intentions in doing that, not just off the cuff.
Right.
So I loved his ability to do that, and loved her ability to do that so well. It works so well with her, and she had such an incredible way to breathe. She breathes so well on camera. She breathes so well on camera. She's got these great internalizations that pour out. She's got great character development, great body work. It's everything. Everything about her performance was brilliant.
Hey, what do you think about the Baroness bullying her lawyer, Roger? He's not a music man this time. This time he's a freaking...
That is a cheat to one of the main characters in the other... into the 101 Dalmatians. That is going to be one of the lead. But yes, I thought that was hysterical. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah,
how she did that to him.
He was like intimidated and shit. I'm like...
Yeah, I thought it was really funny how much of a dick he was. Or she was, excuse me. Mm-hmm. That was so funny.
So disrespectable. But yeah, Roger and Anita kind of took the backseat, but you know, it was they did what they needed to do. So you know, maybe do you want to talk about predictions for the future movie? You ready for that yet?
Yeah, I think so. It's just they cheat to it being right after this movie being right into the 101 Dalmatians. So I think the next movie is going to be that movie. It's just going to be the actual remake. Which would be a great way to lead up to it.
Right, yeah. I think some time needs to pass in the movie years. Like maybe, I don't know, 5 years or something. Cause she
Not long, but yeah.
She needs to get more evil. Like,
yeah.
Because she's kind of like, But she needs to get more evil, and she needs to, I don't know, traumatize Horace and Jasper so they can just be her bitches and not her equals.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going to be like how she is in 101 Dalmatians, where
she shouldn't be, because they kind of set it up.
Yeah, they made her
weird if she was.
Yeah,
it'd be weird if she was.
They made her very much in this movie an anti-hero. Like, you're rooting for her the whole fucking time, and she's honestly not even that bad. And she's just a poor thief living in some loft This is in London, right? They're in London.
Yeah, I think so.
Somewhere around there. They're in that area. Yeah, they're in Europe.
Maybe the shitty part that's having different mini city names.
It's always a hovel,
right? But it was pretty good. I just want more fashion. I want them to be in a nice ass house. Oh well, I guess they're in the Baroness's. She
took over the castle. It's hers now. Yeah, and she has that. She has a DeVille. She now has a DeVille. Yeah.
She got everything switched to her name and stuff, which was fast as fucking convenient as fuck. I guess the police don't give a fuck. But
they killed Estella.
Yeah, now there's just like the Phoenix, Cruella rise from the ashes.
She did. She really did.
She claimed, "This is mine, bitch." I like how the first time somebody the adopted mother got pushed off the cliff, there was nobody there, but the second time it was a whole fucking people and shit. I'm like, bitch, you don't hear that shit? You don't hear them? I know everybody's not completely quiet as they watch. They come out the building during a party to watch you have a conversation. So I'm sure everybody's not being quiet. So like that was contrived, but we're gonna let it slide. It's a movie.
Well,
bitch, you couldn't hear that shit?
I guess in the I agree, because when Estella was in the Baroness's house, she was running amok throughout the house and then ran out of the house.
More ruckus. People would have been
people would have followed. Yeah. But no one came outside. They saw her leaving. Like, we're just going to let that weird little girl go.
Little street rat.
This boring little party. On the actions outside. We're going to stay in here and eat food and drink. Right. Fuck that. I'm going to take my wine outside.
But I like how when they killed Estella, air quotes,
very well
she
done.
had a parachute and she knew how to do it perfectly, and she didn't fall right into the boat. She did fall in the water, and then she had to swim to the boat, whoever the fuck was there, one of her henchmen. But I'm like, okay, we're just gonna let it slide. But it was fun though, because I was like, oh, they really just pushed her. What's she about to do? She X-Men or something?
Yeah, how they set that up was very well done. It had so many different plot structure styles in the film that were very well done. It had a little bit of Guy Ritchie in it. It had a little bit of
Steven Tyler. No, I was kidding.
I don't know. Medea. But it had so many different styles in it that I loved. It had that typical woman on the rise who gets jaded, that kind of story where she's now looking for revenge and to take over rather than just to be successful in her own right. There's that friendship bond, that transition in characters. That was very, very well done. Her breakout design when she riddled all those newspapers in the room and did all this weird shit in the window.
Yeah, that was cool.
I love that. Yeah, she got drunk and decided to sabotage some shit and then passed out and got caught. And it made her career, essentially that was a staple for her character.
She the rest of the film. So she doesn't want to kill. She was like, oh wow, this bitch is like doing something.
That was so funny.
What's happening here? What's this? What's going on?
Does she work here? Yes. No.
She's just been fired.
I fired her.
She doesn't work here.
Great. Here's my card. Yeah, that scene was well done.
That's a win.
I love that kind of shit. But I like seeing that. I like good underdog stories. We're underdogs essentially. With our I think I'm an underdog. But I really liked the flow of the film.
It was different.
It
didn't really feel like a Disney movie. It just felt like a movie.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yep. 100%. Darren and I wanted to watch it again, but it's still in Premiere Access. It's $30 to watch the fucking thing.
You don't get no special features. You don't get to keep it.
Yeah, $30.
It's a rental. The fuck? Disney, get it together.
On Amazon Prime, movies are like new releases are $20.
Yeah, that's more.
So what the fuck?
Doing good, Amazon Prime.
Why is Disney fucking $7-8 a month, and then you still have to pay $30 for their film?
Girl,
explain that to me, Disney. That rhymed.
Girl. But yeah,
that was a bit disappointing.
They'll probably do more with Roger and Anita and those puppies and stuff, and maybe
those are the leads in 101, right?
Yeah,
okay,
maybe
cool. They will
a little bit more off the edge.
With the success of this film, there's no way. There's not now. Do I think that the new movie is going to be just as successful as this one? It
Probably
being
not.
a reboot. I don't know. That's risky. It's risky and it's tough. If they do it more like the source material, like the Pinocchio we were watching. I think it could. We were watching Pinocchio, but it was more aligned with the source material rather than the Disney version where they really pulled back a lot of the dark part of the content. They really kept it within a very specific realm of family-friendly orientated content. But with this one, they could really push that content and use more source material and really kind of add those dark elements and maybe keep Cruella lovable but still hated.
Hell yeah.
Much like, not like this movie, because she wasn't hated at all. You want her to win. She is the badass bitch. I think there's a reason why they set this up to be this way, because of how they're going to now restruct the 101 Dalmatian live action film. I'm really hoping they do it that way. That to me, that would make sense. To me, that would make a lot more sense if they structured this specifically to cater to source material. It being its own new story, they obviously create this whole story out of mostly nothing. Yes. But if they keep it to the source material, I think that the sequel, which would be the basically live action remake, I think we'd have a much better piece of material for film.
Yes.
So that's my hope. That's my hope, is they don't fuck this up and give us some bullshit. Because I don't want to see 101 Dalmatians. I want to see Cruella's
Part 2. Yeah.
101 Dalmatian. I want to see a great family-orientated film based from the source material with this new Cruella. Because if they try and have her like the old Cruella and just do a reboot, they're going to ruin all that momentum that they had made with this movie. It's not going to make sense to make her a hated character after you made them love you. After you've had this successful of a film, and then for you to just make everyone hate Cruella, because Cruella is never a person you want to like until this movie. I think that's an important thing to keep. That's going to be the struggle. That's going to be the real difficult part with the up and coming films. Is do we make people hate Cruella now, or do we try and keep this what we got going, this anti-hero story going?
I want more evil a little bit.
I don't know. I'm conflicted. Do I want more evil? Do I want them to ruin it? I don't know.
Maybe she's just doing just somewhat evil shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what her purpose is supposed to be if she's not trying to skin those fucking puppies.
Well, they cheeked to it in this movie. She had a Dalmatian outfit.
When she let people think
she kidnapped Dalmatians.
She didn't correct anybody. She let them think that. Maybe, I guess. she didn't correct them. She didn't publicly. She was just like...
That shit was funny.
She was like, I'm going to let that ride.
No, of course I didn't.
Boss as fuck. Right.
Pretty much. She's a boss-ass bitch. Bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's my prediction. That's what I'm hoping. What do you think? What do you hope specifically? Give me some details of what you think is going to happen.
Well... More Pongo.
It's coming.
More Pongo Perdita and their owners. And
2-3 years max will have a release date, I bet you.
Right. I feel like Horace and Jasper will probably be more subservient, more henchmen-y. And I feel like that little romance subplot that was hinted at will be destroyed. I don't know I don't really know. I feel like they might do a sequel, but I don't know where they would take it.
Hinted to it pretty... I want to say pretty strongly.
Mm-hmm.
The end of the film. And there was... And for those of you that haven't seen the movie, listen to us right now.
End credits?
Yeah, there was an end credit scene, yeah. So if you have not seen this movie or listen to our podcast right now, make sure when you check it out, wait, because there is a really nice, very sweet after credit scene. Very, very good after credit scene. So definitely make sure... If you haven't seen it yet, when you do check it out, I'm hoping we encourage more people to see the movie. That's what I like. I like being able to talk about film to encourage people to see movies. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we were supposed to talk about this last episode where we talked about diet.
Right.
But that's cool. That's it's nature of the beast. We wanted to talk about it. That's what we
get to when we get to it.
Yeah. So.
Any last words?
Any last words?
Well, if you gave this a letter rating, what would you give it?
Like,
I would give it just a B. I would give it
a B. Really?
I would give it a solid B.
Daryl would be really pissed at you. I give it a solid A, for sure. Again, very well rounded.
A means intense characters.
So why a B and not an A?
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch it again, but it left a little something to be desired. But it was very good. It was pretty fun, though. I had a good time with it, definitely.
It was worth it. I wouldn't take it back. No fucking way. Well, it was only $11. It was $11 to see it, and then I spent like $15 in food. But that's how it works. Concessions are going to be a big part of it.
Yeah, it was worth $11. Hell yeah.
Definitely. But I definitely give it a fucking A for sure. It gets an A+ on my end for Actors Lounge. Plus your B, give it an A-. But yeah, I think all in all, it was an incredibly well-rounded film. It was something
They took a risk in what was different, and it paid off. It paid off, Disney. So more of that, more of different.
Yeah. Thank you.
This Aladdin sequel can be very different. It doesn't have to be Return of Jafar. We don't need Jafar. It can be whatever you want.
Yeah, let's
experiment. Let's get weird.
I was so disappointed with Aladdin. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's not.
But I was so disappointed with that fucking Aladdin. Maybe another episode we'll talk about Aladdin. Maybe we'll touch up on it. But, as you guys know, we are the Actors Lounge podcast. But yeah, that's really all I got. Ed is here drawing a picture of a naked woman. He's actually doing a really good job. Melina with a, what is that, a jaw on her neck? Looks weird. You're a hell of an artist. Looks terrible.
It's a necklace with a star on it. And she's got a long ponytail and a mouth. She ain't got no head. She's got.
I see that. She has a mouth on top of her neck. That's weird. But I dig it. I'd hit it. From the side. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. It's been a treat. It's been a real joy. I'm gonna get this edited here, and I'm getting it up tomorrow.
All right.
This will be up tomorrow. I'll do it at work. I don't give a fuck. I have a few appointments, but as always, thank you guys so much for giving us this opportunity to let you know about what we think about film, about entertainment, about us. So again, thank you, Andrew Aquino. I know I pronounced that wrong, for being our one of our new friends in the podcasting community. And we look forward to many more new people. If you want to shout out, definitely check out our podcast on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, anywhere we get your podcasts. Google. We're on Spotify too, which is another good one for podcasts. So we're everywhere, guys. We're on 7 different platforms, so make sure to check us out. Also, check out our YouTube channel at Actors Lounge Podcast, where we release these. We don't film it, but it is on there with pictures and weird random shit I put up there. So definitely check out those for us. Give us a like, subscribe, follow. Check out our Instagram at Actors Lounge Podcast. Not yet do I have a TikTok for this, but I think I'm going to make one. Definitely going to make one. Just to put dumb shit on there. Instagram, I think I'm going to start putting clips on there. On our Instagram and my and the Actors Lounge Podcast. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But thank you guys so much. It has been a pleasure talking to you about this episode of Cruella. As always, it is your co-host Shane Nicholas here with his good friend
Marfiness.
And we will see you next time. Peace out. Bye. Enjoy the rest of this music from Not the King. Time to fuck off. I'm going to finish my beer and I'm out of here.